A very good morning, children. How are you? I hope all of you are doing fine. This is your English teacher Sonia Verma from Springfields Public School. Children, today we are going to do our LR chapter number 5, that is the last truck ride. So this chapter it has been written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond, he is a very famous Indian author of British origins. Bond has written hundreds of short stories, essays, novels, and books for children. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So let us start with the story of this chapter. Children, this story it is about a truck driver whose name is Pritam Singh and his assistant whose name is Nathu. Pritam is a 50-year-old sick man. He drives a rickety truck, a very old truck on the mountains, as you can see here in this picture. He makes two trips every day and carries limestone. Limestone, children, is a hard sedimentary rock. In Hindi, we call it chuna patthar. So he carries limestone from the quarries. You can see here limestone quarry. It is the site where the limestone is extracted from under the surface of the earth, and then those rocks which are blasted, those rocks they are carried to the depot. So Pritam Singh he transports limestone rocks from the blasting site to the depot, which is at the bottom of the hill. Nathu is around 12 years of age. He is from a far off hilly village, and because of his poverty and scanty resources at his village, he has come to the town to work so that he can run his family, which is there in the village. Nathu is working for Pritam Singh for over 6 months at the wage of 10 rupees per day. Pritam has two sons who live in Punjab, and he plans to retire and settle with them in Punjab. Pritam is a fast and reckless driver, despite knowing that the roads in the mountains are narrow and curved, as you can see here in this picture. Nathu often talks about his poverty and village life and nature there. Nathu has a walnut tree in front of his house. As you can see in this picture, the villages and mountains they are very beautiful, and there is a walnut tree in front of Nathu's house. And that walnut tree it gives them two basketful of walnuts every year. So the place where Nathu works is a different place than his village. Here he sees the blasting of the mountains for the sake of limestone. In this picture you can see that land is being blasted for limestone. So because of the blasting, the mountains are left barren and dusty. There is dust everywhere. It is the commercial need that is stripping the mountains of its flora, fauna, trees and vegetation. Pritam loves his truck and he often blares the horn loudly. He loves the music of it. Despite getting warning from people, Pritam doesn't listen to everyone and continues driving the truck recklessly. One day after loading the truck and with some laborers on it, so the truck was loaded and the laborers were sitting at the back of the truck, Pritam starts the truck for the depot. He is driving fast and out of nowhere on a narrow road, a stray mule appears in the middle of the road. You can see in this picture, stray mule is there in the middle of the road. Pritam Singh he loses control of the truck. In this picture you can see the mules. So he loses control of the truck and his truck, it goes off the road and it rolls twice before it is stopped by a tree, a very old tree. You can see this in this picture. Laborers, they jump off the truck and Nathu finds himself among the nettles. Pritham breaks some of his bones and in an hour's time he is taken to the hospital. In the hospital, Nathu and Pritham hold a conversation about the importance of trees in the mountains. Pritham decides to go back to Punjab while Nathu decides to go to his village and do farming there. So from this story it is clear that the author, he is concerned about the losing beauty of the mountains, that is the trees and wildlife, and how the humans, they are leading to the destruction of nature. So that is all with the story of the chapter, children. Your homework will be to write down the question answers in your English literature notebook. Thank you very much.